this is Teri and I am with Sewingrvstyle, and today it is getting close to Valentine's Day, so I'm going to challenge everybody to make some of these and put them out all week long, but I put them out all year long. And so what I do is I take lots of scraps, sew them together, or just get yardage, and it could be, you know, that ugly fabric that we all buy that we don't know what in the world we were thinking at the time, but I make these cute little hearts. They're just, you know, hey, I'm thinking about you friendship hearts. And see, as you can see, this is made out of scraps. Here's the back of it, which is lots of scraps just sewn together to make a big piece of fabric. So let's walk through it and get started. Again, it's just going to be a quick little tutorial. So in this one, I'm using 5-inch squares because I cut those a lot out of all my scrap fabric. Put one right side down, a piece of batting on top, another one right side up, and again, this could be any size fabric, it doesn't matter. And then you're just going to quilt it any way that you want. Here is a piece of fabric that I put quilted inserts in pants, and this is left over from one of them, and I could use just a smaller heart and make these. I just couldn't find my cookie cutter at the time, so I use cookie cutters. And you know, you could I've made them in fish because my husband likes fishing. You could make them in dog bones if you're a dog lover. Just any cookie cutter you like, you can make them in. Nothing says it has to be a heart. So as you can see, I'm just putting this on the fabric, and I'm going to take any sort of marker that you have on hand and just go ahead and mark around it, just so you can see after a while where you're going to cut. So let's see if this shows up. And what I should have done is used a Sharpie so you guys could actually see it. I just used the first thing I had my hands on. Okay, so you might be able to see the red line there of where I just traced the cookie cutter. But again, just lay it down, trace it after you've quilted it. And then the next thing you're going to do is just go all the way on the inside of the heart about 1/4 inch. So I just put the edge of my foot right on my line and back stitch and sew around it 1/4 inch. Now don't forget, at the round top part, you might end up having to stop and move your foot just a little bit and reposition. And this is a quick and easy, leave your needle down and just turn your fabric. It's a quick little project that you can do with your scraps, and you know, you're sharing a little kindness with people that you just don't know what their day is like, and they may have needed that little piece of kindness on that particular day. All right, and as you can see, I mean, I haven't even trimmed any of my strings. The next thing I'm going to do is take a pair of pinking shears, and I am just going to cut right on that line that we drew all the way around the heart. And it gives it a little extra something something around the edges. All right, and we are almost done. Now from here, if you have any scraggling threads, go ahead and trim those. So here's our heart, and give me one quick second, I forgot my glue. All right, so from here, I could go ahead and I could add any elements that I want. Buttons to it, rickrack to it. I could do anything I want. So I think that I'm going to take, and I'm just going to run kind of cattywampus a piece of rickrack down it. just to add a little dimension and let you guys see what you can do with them. So I'm just laying it on top, taking a straight stitch, back stitch, and I'm just going right down the middle of it. All right, and then clip your threads and your rickrack. And then if you're like me, you have tons and tons of buttons. Let's go ahead and add our ribbon up at the top though first. Sorry about that. So I just usually get like a 8-inch piece of ribbon. And my Sew Steady table that I use has a 16-inch ruler on it, so I could just use that. And I'm going to cut my 8-inch piece of ribbon, and I'm just using the green to bring out the green in the leaves. And I'm just going to hold this on here and put it at the little divot in the heart, because we're going to cover this up. But I do want it sewn on. And that just takes a second. So just go ahead and hold it down. And I just go back and forth a couple times, which is more than enough. Go ahead again and get those threads clipped, front and back. And look how cute that's looking. And then I'm going to open up my box of threads, buttons. It's all sorts of different ones. And I've got some that have flowers on them. I have flowers in themselves. I have butterflies. I have cute little ladybugs. I've got flip-flops in here. I've got stars. See, here's a flip-flop one. I've got all sorts of different ones. So I could go ahead and take one of the butterflies and add that there. So I'm just taking my Aleene's clear tacky glue. And I'm going to put a little bit right there on the back of the button. And just put it down. That easy. Now I've got to get a button for the to cover up where we were, and I'm looking for a bigger button and a smaller one. Let's see. And I should have found these first, so obviously I did not. Here, we'll put this big yellow one down. Oh, here's a green one. Nope, same size. Okay, I'm going to put the big yellow one down again. Just put some glue on it to hold it down. And then I'm going to take one of these pink ones and put right on top of it. So from here, isn't that cute? And it just took us a second. And from here, I have a couple of different things. There's a lot of groups on the internet that have, I really lost my tag, that have quilted heart groups. And so I had a tag for one of them and I just dropped it. But I just take, this one I just made up, and it just says, friendship heart, keep or pass on. And I'll just take a little bitty tiny safety pin, and I just pin that on it anywhere. So they know wherever I put this that it's meant for them to keep. And then from here, I'll just take a clothespin and hang it up in a tree, on a bench, just anywhere. And I even go into the stores and pass them out to people and such, because everybody likes a little bit of kindness throughout their day, right? So I apologize about that moving. So let me just share with you some of them I've made. So we live in Texas, and my husband went on a fishing tournament, and so I made them. I cut the heart out to look like Texas, put the stars on it, and embroidered the fishing tournament, and then just put white on the back and hung these around the marina where he was. And then here's another one just full of scraps. Scrappy. Here's one with butterfly fabric. Here's one out of an old quilt that I rescued, and then I had to stitch it up some, but you know, that adds to it, right? Here's another one with rickrack that I did. Here's one for a sewing enthusiast. So you could just go crazy with these. Another thing that I do a lot of, and right now I only have my RVs that I painted, but I paint up rocks, and I leave those at different places where we camp and go sightseeing and such. So go ahead and make up some of these stars, our hearts, I'm sorry, and then leave them over at our Facebook page and let us see what you make. You can whip them out in no time at all, and it's just a fun way to share your joy of quilting, bring a smile to someone's face. And we've done this, I've done all this talking in less than 12 minutes. So see you over at Sewing RV Style. Thanks.